There's only going to be a little bit of positivity for this video, so let's get it out the way. Congratulations to these players. You are now the official owners of the bum ass Indiana Fever, the Indiana Tin Men, a bunch of motherfuckers over there with no heart. A bunch of no heart over there. So let's go ahead and get it out the way. Ryan Howard, congratulations. Brand new owner. 24 points out there hooping your ass off. Knocked down 4 threes. Made all your free throws. Amazing. Nas Hillman, I think she scored like the first 13 points of the game for the motherfucking Dream. Great game out there. Hit 19 points. Came out, hit 2 or 3 from 3. Amazing. Angel Reese, marvelous game from you as well. Got into a little bit of foul trouble. 18 and 8. Awesome job. Alicia Gray, another one. Awesome. 22 points, 5 rebounds. Did your thing. 50% from the floor. Jordan Canada. Honestly, I didn't even remember you doing this much. But you came out and had 12 points, 12 assists, 7. You was on motherfucking triple-double watch tonight. You was on triple-double watch this afternoon. Why? Because you were playing against the Indiana Tin Men in your building. That's the best thing you can do is get a chance to play the Indiana Tin Men in your building, because once the crowd starts making a little bit of noise, once they start turning the ball over a little bit too much, once the fouls start mounting too much against them, they don't got shit for you, bro. They don't got a goddamn thing for you. They have absolutely nothing for you. Once they hear that crowd rumbling, they start thinking about them Twitter thumbs. They start thinking about post game shit. I think they don't start thinking. They stop thinking about everything entirely. They don't start. They're not thinking about a goddamn thing. They's out there walking around the court, throwing the ball out of bounds. Somebody tries to make a basketball play, doesn't really work out. It's wow. Wow, what a fucking game. Congratulations to the Atlanta Dream, new owners of the Indiana Tin Men. All right, man, let's go ahead and just get it out the way. You ever been super excited to do something just to get it out the way? That's how I am with this video. Usually, typically, whenever I sit down to record these, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Win or loss, I don't get too high, too low over these games. I'm not a player in the game. I'm just a fan at the end of the day. I get upset about certain things. I get happy about other things. I turn the video on, I turn the video off. Usually, it's all good. This, I just want to get it out the way. I just want to hurry up, hit record, talk, spiel for a little bit, bang. I might edit it tonight. I might not. I don't know when the video's going up, because I just want to get the video part out the way. So I hope everybody's having a great day, wonderful afternoon. The Indiana Fever, man, came out here and got their asses absolutely killed. I'm not even entirely sure what the final score is. Oh, this game did just end. 113-96. Fever got their ass bust today in Atlanta, and I can't say that I'm too surprised, because the game happens to fall out every single time the exact same way. It falls out the exact same way every single time whenever you watch the Indiana Fever come out and they happen to lose a game. They play great to start the game. Usually they play. That's when you'll get their absolute best basketball. It's in the first quarter when teams are still kind of feeling things out, trying to get a flow for the game. That's when, for some reason, the Fever look like they are the most instinctual. That's when they're able to just free flow. You're able to shoot freely, pass freely. All your plays are working. Shit is cool. First quarter is amazing. Caitlin Clark comes out. I think she had them first 13 points of the game for the Fever. She hit 3 threes, had a layup. Just listen. I was watching this while I was driving to my next job for work. So I was over here just listening to it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's doing it, y'all. She's doing it. Amazing. Awesome. Team puts up a season high for points in a quarter. I believe it was 38 points in the first quarter. And like I said, man, Kaylin was on fire. Aaliyah was getting the ball, scoring. The rest of the team, the offense was just humming. Like what you expect from an Indiana Fever team in the first quarter specifically, but what you want to expect for the entire game is an offense is going to be humming, moving the ball, getting up and down the court. And you got that. You got 38 points there, but also in that quarter, you gave up 32 points to the Atlanta Dream, who really didn't have anybody going super duper crazy yet except for Nas Hillman. Nas Hillman came out. She hit her first two threes. She's over getting and ones. Early, we're getting our bigs into foul trouble. Mo Billings ends up with 5 tonight. AB ends up with 5 tonight. And it's just early out the gate. You get a feel for what's going on with the game. And then the second quarter comes, and then how every single quarter is with Indiana Fever, it's something new. The Indiana Fever, they don't consistently carry over one energy from one quarter to the next quarter. It's so confusing because in that first quarter, they're fast flowing, getting the ball up and down the court. Kaylin is shooting threes. Kaylin's getting people involved. People are getting to the basket and scoring. It's free flowing. It's fun. Everybody's excited. If you're on Twitter, everybody's having a blast. The second quarter rolls around and things get a little bit slower. We try to make a concerted effort to get Kelsey Mitchell involved in the second quarter. Start running a lot more sets where she's coming off, pin downs, running down, getting downhill, trying to get to the basket, doing what Kelsey Mitchell does. The same 4 or 5 plays that we run for Kelsey Mitchell every single play, every single game. We ran them again for her. Second quarter, things slow down. Our scoring goes down. The ball movement goes down. But we played so well in the first half, so we go from having 37 points in the first quarter to only 22 points in the second quarter. What exactly changed it? Do we feel like the Atlanta Dream defense really tightened up? Because the Fever hadn't started really turning the ball over too bad just yet. So it wasn't turnovers. They were still shooting pretty well. Their game plan just slowed down. They were like, hey, it's time to get Kelsey involved. Kelsey needs more one-on-one attempts, because everybody knows that when Kelsey Mitchell is not getting the ball, the Fever have no chance of winning. We can't function if Kelsey Mitchell is not out there able to get her 20-something shots a night. And for some reason, we need to make it a concerted effort to make sure that Kelsey gets those 20 shots every single night. Caitlin Clark in particular needs to be the one to make sure that Kelsey Mitchell gets involved. That's what I'm being told on Twitter, and I don't feel that. I don't feel that. I don't feel like we need to go out here and go out our way to make sure Kelsey Mitchell is involved. Kelsey Mitchell makes sure that Kelsey Mitchell is involved all the time. The plays naturally are running in plays for somebody in Kelsey Mitchell's position to do great. If we had somebody that could play point guard outside of Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark was in that 2 position, she could do what Kelsey Mitchell does. Come off a fucking pin down, shoot a 3, come off a backdoor, catch a pass and finish. We saw her do it multiple times tonight. It's not like Kelsey Mitchell's doing something that is irreplaceable by any player in the league. Kelsey Mitchell's great. I love Kelsey Mitchell. I love when she's on a heater. She's one of my favorite players to watch. But she's not somebody that I feel like we need to really draw up stuff for. She is at her best when she plays in the flow of the game, when she's getting those wide open threes because Caitlin is drawing attention, because Aaliyah is drawing attention. That's when Kelsey's at her best. Not when we're like, all right, Kelsey, get the ball and go make something happen. That shit is a luxury. When Kelsey Mitchell's able to take the ball from one corner, dribble to the other side underneath the basket, do a spin 2 times and then shoot a 3, that's a luxury. You don't want that to be your everyday thing. You need to make a concerted effort to make sure that player is getting shots, because she will get her shots in the flow of just being the natural scorer that she is. The ball finds her, she finds buckets. We don't need to really draw anything up for that. But the other players on the floor, they need something drawn up for them because they can't do shit. So our main focus on offense really needs to be that Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston duo. But we are so focused on making sure that Kelsey gets her play that we end up fucking ruining all momentum that we have. Because Caitlin to only finish this game with 26 points is an abomination. It's an abomination and embarrassment for somebody in college that put up 40 on a regular basis. For Caitlin Clark to only finish with 26 after this game is crazy. Because really, she had her first 4 threes of the game. She had her first 3 that count, and then she hit one where they called him an off-ball foul, and she made that 3 too. So she's absolutely on fire. I think she's had, 13 points, 15 points in the first quarter. For her to only finish with 26 is crazy. For her to finish with 26 is crazy, because it's like, what is the problem with just making sure that, why can't we just play Caitlin ball? Why can't we just play Caitlin ball? We play Caitlin ball from time to time, every other quarter, and we have a great offensive quarter. And everybody's like, the Fever is so fun. This is so amazing. I'm so happy to be watching this game. And then we go back to playing Stephanie ball, or motion offense ball, or time to get everybody involved ball, and this shit falls to shit every single time. And y'all aren't tired of watching that? The Fever team, you guys aren't tired of fucking playing like that? You guys aren't tired of having one quarter where you are the best offense in the league, but then the next quarter you guys look like you guys couldn't play against a fucking middle school team? This shit is incredible. This shit is incredible. From quarter to quarter, you don't know what you're going to fucking get with this team. And then don't get me started on the third quarter. Whenever we come, I don't know what happens when we go into the locker room. We don't come out the half well ever. Whatever lead that we have, the game is always going to be tied within the first 5 minutes. We are unable to withstand a lead if we go into it at the break. It doesn't make any sense. And what happens in that third quarter? We start playing like a bunch of fucking bitches. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't have another word to even substitute it for. We play like a bunch of bitches. We couldn't fucking pass the ball. We couldn't dribble the ball. We couldn't make layups. We're out here fouling on every possession. We play like a bunch of bitches. We got hoed in front of the entire Atlanta. Which is probably one of the worst places you could ever get hoed. And we got hoed in front of the entire Atlanta from the entire second half. But that third quarter was the absolute worst. Caitlin Clark, you should be ashamed of yourself, dog. You should be ashamed of yourself, dog. For you to have those 5 turnovers in that third quarter is so far beneath you. It's so far beneath what everybody expects you to be. So far beneath what you expect you to be. That shit was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. The first 2 turnovers, who the fuck were you passing the ball to? You're trying to pass to Aaliyah, but Aaliyah wasn't open. Aaliyah, you could barely see Aaliyah's hand among the sea of hands there. Another one, you just threw the ball flat out into the fucking stands. And then we just got some flat out silly shit. Then you just dropped the ball out of bounds off the camera. I don't know if you got pressured. I don't know what exactly happened, but I heard the Rebecca Lobo say, or whoever the fuck was on the call say, yeah, Caitlin Clark just dropped the ball out of bounds on that one. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's just beneath you, bro. It should be beneath you. It shouldn't be something that we should not be able to expect 1/4 of every single game for you to disappear. For you to look like you either forgot how to play offense or you forgot to play defense. Because who the fuck signed up for that? Not even you signed up for that. That's bullshit, dog. That's bullshit. Aaliyah Boston, you need to, before every single game, you need to go up to the referees. And I'm being so dead ass when I say this. You need to go up to the referees and be like, hey, how y'all doing? Quick question. How we calling it tonight? Tell me how we calling it tonight. Can I set a screen like, I'll even stand. Do I need to set a screen like this? Do I need to set a screen like this? Like, tell me how am I able to set a screen for this to be something that I'm actually able to play basketball tonight? Because Aaliyah Boston gets some of the most embarrassing foul calls on her I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't know if it's the fact that Aaliyah don't know how to play ball. I don't know if the refs don't know how to call ball, but it happens too frequently. So here's one of her fouls. This is her 4th foul. She gets a foul for, this is in the screen. This is her just, listen, this is a marginal basketball player. For some reason, in the second half of this game, the Fever weren't allowed to hoop. They weren't allowed to really touch the Dream. So that's her 4th foul. But you already got 3 fouls. So why are we even, risking it with that? Like I said, incidental content, whatever. Here's the shit that I'm talking about, man. There's the shit that I don't understand. What is she supposed to do in this situation? She comes to a jump stop, has her hands to her side, doesn't hit anybody with an elbow. What the fuck did she do wrong? What the fuck did she do wrong? And even worse than this, Stephanie White, why aren't you challenging anything? Why don't you challenge anything? Are the challenges, do they get added to your paycheck at the end of every week? I don't get it. You let the most questionable, dumbass shit happen on the court. The most controversial shit where sometimes, bro, you gotta just listen to the crowd. Because even the crowd has eyes, bro. They got eyes. If the entire crowd is like, whoa, that's not always because they're just your fans, my nigga. That's because it's just a bad call. The rest big bad calls. But if you ask Stephanie White, the rest have never made a bad call ever in their fucking life because she will not challenge them. She won't challenge shit. They gave challenges to Stephanie White, and Stephanie White is I don't know if she's selling them on the side. I don't know what the fuck she's doing with these challenges because she's not using them during the game. She don't care if it's Caitlin getting a foul, if it's Aaliyah getting a foul. She'll call it if Kelsey get a foul. She'll call it. She don't care if it's Sophie. She don't give a fuck if it's Michaela Timpson, Lexi Hull. She don't give a fuck who is calling the fucking who the foul's called on, what the game situation is. Doesn't care if it's your 4th foul. Doesn't care if it's your 1st foul. Doesn't care if it's your 6th foul. She's not calling it. She's not calling it. I don't know if that's her being a fucking idiot. I don't know if that's people behind her. When they got coaches behind the bench that tell coaches when they make challenges. Do they just think that nothing is worth challenging? Like, these challenges are not that precious, bro. Sometimes you gotta call a challenge just to keep your team in the game. And that third quarter, when we're fucking fading, and we're fading fast, we're going down like the fucking Titanic, bro. We are turning the ball over. We can't do shit. We get a questionable foul on Aaliyah Boston. Was this Aaliyah's 4th or Aaliyah's 5th? This might have been Aaliyah's 4th. We get this call on Aaliyah Boston, and my nigga, you gotta challenge this, even if you're wrong. If you're right, you have a chance. If you're wrong, you're dead anyway. Because we're already dying. We're already on life alert. We got something that could potentially get us a possession back so we can potentially make something happen and spark a run. But no, you pocket these fucking challenges every single game. And I don't understand it. But Aaliyah Boston, not just Aaliyah Boston, it's such a common occurrence with how this team loses games. Play great in the first quarter, a star gets the foul trouble. Once that star gets into foul trouble, that's it. I said it last video. This shit only works if we have all three of the big three rolling. Only way it works. Will not work any other way. Will not work any other way. And time again, we let our fucking big three players get into foul trouble. Or they just flat out can't fucking make shots. Because Kelsey Mitchell doesn't get into foul trouble. She's out there every minute of every game. It's insane, bro. It's insane. Now I got to talk about some other players. I need to know why you on the team. I'm gonna talk directly to these players, and I need somebody to let me know in the comments, why are these niggas on the team? Raven Johnson, why did we waste the 8th pick on you? I don't even think you're a bad player. You just don't get the opportunity to do nothing. You played 21 minutes tonight. You had 9 points. I don't remember shit about your minutes. Because all I know is that you can't play the point guard, which you were drafted to do. You were drafted to be a backup point guard. And you can't fucking guard on the perimeter, which you were also fucking, that was what your big selling point was coming out of college. But you can't do that either. So why are you on the team? Legitimately, why are you on the team? Demiris Dantas, why are you in the league? I don't understand how we're paying you to play basketball. Not only are we paying you to play basketball, we're paying you $300,000 to play basketball. I'm not even a pocket watcher like that for real. I promise you, I don't really give a fuck how much money that these players are making. But after the performance that I watch every single night from certain people, I gotta know, how the fuck did you finesse us into thinking you was worth this bread? Demiris Dantas is not worth $30,000 playing basketball, let alone $300,000. God damn. Mo Billings, I fuck with you too, but why are you on the team? Why are you on the team? Outside of you being high motor, what do you bring to us? You made a 3-pointer today. Awesome. You were 3 for 3 today. You made all your shots today and all your free throws. You played great. You make no impact on the floor. You had 5 fouls in 13 minutes. What was you doing? I think we had 4 fouls 3 minutes into the game. We got a team in the bonus with 5 minutes still left in the fucking quarter. And you finished with 5 fucking fouls. And we're paying you $800,000. I'm not even a pocket watcher for real. But we are paying you $800K to do what? At least Bree Turner brought energy on the fucking bench. At least she clapped for some shit. You don't even be clapping on them shit. And this one hurts my heart. This last one really, really hurts me because I like this player a lot. I watched this player grow from 24 to this point now, and I don't even recognize you. Lexi Hull, why the fuck are you on the team, bro? Why are you on the team? What are you doing out there? You played 15 minutes. You scored 0 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, 1 assist. What are you doing when you get into the game? Are you still hurt? Are you you intimidated by Sophie? Is Sophie doing something to you? Has she taken away the magic that you possessed for those first 2 years? Like, what happened? You can't shoot no more? Your offense has gone from being, okay to being flat out non-existent. It's a net negative. Like, and we paying you almost as much as we paying Mo. We paying Mo more, which is wild, but we paying you almost as much as we paying Mo. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm honestly just so confused because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at from these players. Wow. We don't got no heart, bro. We don't got no heart. And when you don't have any heart, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. This is the shit that you allowing to happen, Caitlin, when you turn the ball over 5 times in a quarter. You allow niggas like this to be able to get their shit off. I hope you proud. During the broadcast, when Caitlin Clark is busy giving the ball to the fucking kids in the 3rd row, they had the nerve to say, yeah, Jordan Canada took it upon herself before during that last time out to say, I got her. And I'm just like, yo, Jordan Canada didn't do a damn thing. Caitlin Clark didn't turn that ball over because of amazing Jordan Canada pressure. She didn't get pickpocketed. Nothing. Galen just fucking threw the ball away. And it's the shit that y'all allowing. And now, it's gut check time. Again, I feel we have gut check time on this team way too frequently. But it's gut check time. We got to come out here and decide who the fuck we going to be. Let me actually pull up the Indiana Fever schedule because at this point, I need to know. I need to know who we're playing, what this is going to look like, how this needs to look. All right, yo, we got to go 2-0. No, I'm sorry, we got to go 3-0 in the next 3. And I'm not going to lie, we no more of these just scraping by with W's, you know what I'm saying, a win is a win bullshit. No. We need to come out here and beat the dog shit out of a team. We got to figure something out defensively. I'm not going to come up here and come up with any suggestions because fucking coaches don't listen to me. But the niggas who get paid to do this, y'all got to figure this out. So we need to go 3-0 in the next 3. When we come up against the Aces, we need to look like a completely new team against good teams. I ain't even gonna lie. The way how we look against bad teams, the way how we look against good teams is way too night and day to expect anything from this team. Way too night and day. So, because then after that again, we got the Sparks, we got the Mercury. So, we could end up having a pretty good looking record after the next couple of weeks. But when we get to this stretch here, where we got Aces, Valkyrie, and then Liberty 3 out of 4, we better look like a brand new team. Because if not, expectations should already be teetering right now. If you like me, you've been saying fever to the chip, you probably like, I'm not sure if you were still on that wave. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But all right, man, let me go ahead and get out of here. That was a nice little 20-minute rant. Got that off my chest. Can enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Not thinking about this bullshit. But with that said, leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.